Good morning.
Good morning.
We have a crazy announcement today. Turns out that one of the speculations that we had of many, the one that
Were
I thought,
correct.
the one that I thought was probably the least likely to happen, is what is happening.
So all I have to say is, we were right.
Partially,
Well, we mentioned this, but
we mentioned it. I was, as you all know, very skeptical, but this morning, James pushed me awake.
I tapped her awake.
And I was like, what? He's like, I think you need to wake up. And I was just like, why? Why do I need to wake up?
Because we're right.
He's like, Iron Maiden announced a tour, and it's a hybrid tour. And I thought, like, I don't know, for about 30 seconds, I thought I was dreaming. Because, like, looking at this poster and everything, it's like, it just looked like something...
That your brain came up with.
Yeah. And no, it wasn't. So, yeah, it was much earlier than anticipated.
Didn't expect this. This is really exciting now.
It is really unexpected for right now. I know I heard some rumors that it might get announced before the tour ends, but I thought like right before the tour ends.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Future Past Tour 2023 announced by Iron Maiden today, and the ad on their website says Iron Maiden will be bringing a new tour to Europe in the summer of 2023, including arena shows in the UK and Ireland. The Future Past Tour will feature previously unperformed songs with the band's most recent studio album, Senjutsu, along with a focus on 1986's iconic Somewhere in Time record, plus other classic cuts.
It's finally
Cuts.
happening.
It's finally happening.
We're getting somewhere in time.
And it's funny because yesterday we were talking about this, and James was literally like, I really hope it's not the hybrid tour. I hope it's either one or the other. And this morning he's like, oh my god, it's a hybrid
Well,
tour!
I'll tell you later why I'm okay with this version after we've gone through the whole press release.
I thought that was so funny because it was just like...
I did mention
he was just
yesterday.
He's like, I hope it's not the hybrid tour. And now he's just all excited about it.
I'm super excited. We're going to go.
To continue on, it says, further European dates for the Future Past Tour will be announced later. Keep up to date here. Steve Harris says, following the release of our latest album, Senjutsu, we updated the current Legacy of the Beast tour a little by opening the show with the first 3 songs from it, with the Japanese Palace stage set. As it doesn't make a lot of sense to repeat this for a Senjutsu album tour, we thought about other options, and we've decided to revisit Somewhere in Time, as that tour didn't feature the various retrospective history tours we've played over the years. They were based on our 80s concert videos, and sadly we did not film that tour. Blame the manager. We have had lots of requests from fans over the years for many tracks, so we are now going to play them, plus of course a few others we know you like. It will also be partially satisfying to finally get to play some of the more epic tracks on Senjutsu. More epic Parchment. It's been a long wait. 2023 is going to be an exciting time, and we are really looking forward to seeing everyone again in the UK, Ireland, and around Europe. Manager Rod Smallwood adds, this combination of the 2 albums we feel is very exciting. We know fans want to hear these epic cuts on Senjutsu for the first time live, and we think that by combining it with an iconic album like Somewhere in Time, it will make for another really special tour for fans old and new. Of course, for a new album tour in Europe and the UK, we will go back to largely the relative intimacy of arenas, and we know fans will be very happy about that too.
Love arena shows.
We are. That means less openers, not outside in the summer, so...
Yeah, so this is so exciting because, I mean, obviously we didn't expect anything today or even for a couple weeks, but the fact that it's this... I guess I thought I was going to be disappointed with this announcement because I had said in even previous videos that like they shouldn't waste using Somewhere in Time to throw in with Senjutsu.
Yeah.
But with this, it looks like they're using Somewhere in Time to throw in Senjutsu, which is the opposite. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't imagine, them playing Alexander the Great and call it Somewhere in Time for the first time with a Senjutsu, stage. And I'm so glad that Steve basically said, hey, we've already done the first 3 songs with the Senjutsu stuff, so we're going to have to do something different. So that means they are going to come blasting out to call Somewhere in Time.
I really hope so. Because it's like, all of us were talking with our friends and stuff. And we all were like, well, Bruce can't go up on his catwalk with the Senjutsu set the way it is. And so we were like, how are they going to do this next year? But now, like, with all of this, I think that it's just going to be a brand new stage set. Sort of like...
It's going to be Somewhere in Time.
What I really liked about the video that they put up, and I'll put a little clip in here that I screen record, is that, like, it uses the Blade Runner, and it's just, like, it fits so well with, like, the Japanese theme, because it's, like, those cities over there are just, like, so futuristic, and it can just fit that theme so well. So they can just make, like, the somewhere in time like
Yeah.
album stage and theme it like with all the Japanese elements from Senjutsu and that. So
I think for sure now, next year we're all gonna hear Alexander the Great for the first time ever.
With Nico's comments and with this, it's just like he was like, I think we're gonna play it on the Senjutsu tour, and it's like, okay, well,
do it.
It's the Senjutsu hybrid Somewhere in Time tour, so I feel
I'm
like...
calling this one more Somewhere in Time than Senjutsu.
I am too, for sure. But yeah, like, I definitely think it's going to happen because Nico brought it up, and he, other members have brought it up, so I think that's going to happen, and I really hope they open with Caught Somewhere in Time. It would be cool if they did the Blade Runner theme, like, bringing it back too, but at the same time, I really like all the new ideas they have for, like, intros and openers and stuff like that, so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be, like, set list-wise, it's definitely going to be, like, a half and half, but I don't think they're going to split it down the middle, like, this is the Senjutsu stuff and this is Somewhere in Time.
They're not gonna, I don't think they're going to do the realms. I think that the stage is going to stay the way it is.
And they're just going to make a diverse set list mixing, because, I mean, we've potentially got 3 epics that need to be played on this. Like, Hell on Earth is for sure. Parchment probably.
Parchment over Death of the Celts, they
Please.
better. Like, if you're watching this, Parchment. Anybody. Parchment.
Please.
It has to be Parchment and not Death of the Celts. I'm sorry. That one will have to suffer and just go under the rug, but you have to play Parchment.
Yeah, that one has to be played. I think they're going to do, like, Time Machine, because that ties in so
absolutely.
well.
And Bruce brought up how well that one will work live. So,
and it will. Yeah. It'll tie in great. And then Days of Future Past ties in right with the tour title.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking 5 Somewhere in Time songs, but I think we'll do a separate video for setlist because that's a fun video.
We'll have Logan over. We like doing the setlist speculation with him. So we are leaving this weekend to go see more Maiden. So after that, we will get up a setlist speculation video because those are so much fun, and we like hearing you guys' ideas and stuff too.
And now we have to think about the fact that pre-sales are on the day of the Toronto show, which we're going to be at.
Yeah, so we're staying with a friend who lives about an hour away from Toronto, and so we're all going to have to wake up at 4 a.m. and have a little ticket buying pre-sale
for the
morning.
UK shows.
Yeah, well, I don't know what shows they're planning on, but we are planning the UK. We'll
probably grab Poland as well, just in case it's the first show, but there's a possibility that it's not the
I
first
think
show.
it's not because Taron Arena is pretty damn big. It's pretty darn big. So we'll probably get tickets for Poland just in case, but I anticipate it not being the first show. I just want to be at the first show because holy shit. Like, one thing that I was kind of sad about with the prospect of them just doing a Senjutsu tour next year is, like, we've seen the stage. Like,
there's no big reveal.
That mysticism is now gone because it's like with the Book of Souls, it was new stage, new set, new merch, it was just new everything, and it was just a big surprise, like the first show and the first few shows, as far as the merch and stuff like that goes. So it's like now back to like full excitement. It's all going to be a big surprise. Like, I don't think they're going to reuse that stage again because that stage looks like it was just made to be like put over.
I don't think they're going to play Senjutsu. I don't think they're going to play Stratego. I think they're going to do Writing on the Wall again.
I almost feel like they wouldn't do Writing on the Wall.
Really?
Yeah, just to get it. Well, because it's not the album tour. Just to get a chance to play some of those other songs like Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I guess I need to.
If you got Hell on Earth, Parchment, Days of Future Past, Time Machine, that's already 4.
And 2 of them are very long.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that could be it.
It definitely could be.
And then, like, I know that they're going to focus hard on Somewhere in Time because that's what the people want.
I mean, first glance, I'm thinking the Somewhere in Time songs are Caught Somewhere in Time, Heaven Can Wait, Wasted Years, Stranger in a Strange Land, which they played in that video, and Alexander.
I want Sea of Madness.
I do too, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to do Sea of Madness.
Okay, so one thing that somebody pointed out on the forum is that in the video that they posted, the little promotional thing, there was a scoreboard in the back that said, like, Samurai 5 and Cyborg 5, I think. I'll put it up in here. Yes, so I think that might have something to do with like 5 songs from each.
I glanced at the background. I was like, this might mean something.
No, somebody pointed it out on the forum. I'll put a little screen grab up here.
So it's a 5-5.
If that means that, then yes.
Okay,
and then
I just named. Okay, so I just named the 5 Somewhere in Time songs, and then the 5 Senjutsu. I think it's Days of Future Past, Time Machine, Parchment, Hell on Earth, and writing on the wall again.
That could make sense.
Because the single's great. I would like to hear it
no,
again.
I definitely would, and I know Bruce loves it. But yeah, so 5 of those, 5 of Somewhere in Time, and then it's like you gotta sprinkle in like the Iron Maiden and the Trooper like they always do. So
I would like to see 2 Minutes to come back.
Yes,
please.
I am dearly missing 2 Minutes from this set. Yeah. Like I know we haven't talked about it much since we've been back. The set has actually grown on me a bit, but I still think that the last Legacy set list was far superior.
It was.
Yeah.
But,
Logan's messaging me. I messaged him, like, we need to do a set list speculation video. He's like, oh, okay. And then that was like 10 minutes ago, and he just messaged out, like, oh, I didn't even see there was an announcement. Like, yes. Okay. Whatever, that was just funny. I had to figure
So we will stop talking about set lists now and take a more deep dive in another video.
Yes.
So it looks like we're going to the UK.
Yeah.
And...
That was the plan regardless, because I was like, I want them to play the UK. We've got family there. We need to go visit there next year regardless. So
UK fans, I'm sure, are very excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a full UK tour, which they haven't done
Somewhere
since...
in Time.
18 was the last UK tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the UK shows are just awesome. So we have to go to that. And by the way, there's going to be 202 shows.
Oh, of course there is. Anticipating stuff between Krakow and... Zurich, obviously, there's plenty of space between that. There. And before, I anticipate more before Krakow. And then obviously after, because they are playing Wacken, and that's in August, so.
And that could be the last show.
Could be.
We don't know if they're doing the US or anything next year.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, and we haven't mentioned this on video yet, but the first night in El Paso of the US tour, Bruce said at the end of Iron Maiden...
Somewhere in Texas. Somewhere in Time.
And everybody looked down the barrier.
All of our friends were looking at me like, oh my god, he said it, he said the thing.
So at that moment, I was like, we nailed it. It's definitely happening.
Well, it's like, there was just like no point in him saying it like that, in that way. And he's continued to say somewhere a lot on this tour. So now we finally got it.
It's out.
I felt like when we were going through the Belshazzar's Feast thing, I was 100% positive on that it was like it was at least new music. Everybody's
and like 50% of people just said, "Oh, you're crazy. You're looking too much into it."
So I was 100% on that. This one, I was about 50-50. Like
I was like 80.
This one was like it's a bit of a stretch, but it doesn't feel like they're saying this for nothing.
So what you're saying is that we see right through all of Maiden's charades.
We have an idea of their charades. But, I mean, they do it. They don't just do it to, like, not have us notice. They do it to make us go freaking crazy.
It's for the hardcore, so... Yeah, so this tour looks banging, and I can't wait to do a more deep dive into the set list, what the stage is going to look like, what the intro is going to be like.
Yeah, because we were talking about, like, while we were vlogging and stuff, we're just like... Oh, it's going to be so exciting to come right out of this tour and right into, the speculations for the next tour. And here we are. We're not even out of this tour, and we're already, like, able to start doing this. So, awesome. Cannot wait.
And I wonder if Bruce is going to start saying more, at these shows.
He's going to be able to bring it up now. It's not just going to be like, ooh, why am I saying somewhere so much? Now it's like, oh, we've got a tour we can say.
Well, I think it's time to wrap it up. We have a lot to think about. We've got to think about tickets, and we are heading to Detroit.
Yes.
In a couple days.
Yeah.
To see Maiden. So
yeah,
the party keeps rolling on.
And I would just like to say today that this video is sponsored by me. Because a tour just got announced. I do commissions. I do a lot of sewing. I make dolls.
Give me one of those.
Yeah, you can have Sooty.
I'll have Sooty.
So I make dolls. Like, here's Dave Murray I just finished yesterday. He's got big hair. And they're very detailed. And I can do just about anything you want. I do vest paintings. That's my personal vest painting for the tour. I'm of C. Captain Harris. I can do, I can do quite a few things. I probably wouldn't do something like the full Somewhere in Time cover, but for the most part, I'm pretty good with doing, especially Iron Maiden stuff, but just album covers and stuff. And then, just general sewing projects. Like, somebody just asked if I could make a couple of Trooper Sooties. And
there it is.
So if any of you are interested in any of my work, you can feel free to shoot me an email at captainharris@gmail.com, and I can give you a quote on whatever you're looking for and tell you if I'm willing to do it or not. Because like I said, there's some certain paintings and stuff that are a little bit out of my expertise. So,
All refunds.
anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys real soon as we take off for Detroit this weekend. So
the next time you see us, we'll be in Detroit. See ya.
Bye.